So have you ever been out flying a drone on a beautiful day, enjoying your flight? Either you hear a beep or something doesn't quite seem right and you look down to see what's going on and the screen is black? I've been there, and I tell you, panic sets in pretty quickly. And when you try to figure it out, if the app just died, if you lost control of your drone, and if you've never had an experience like this, consider yourself lucky, because you'll be promising to find religion if you could just get this drone home without crashing, doing it with a black screen. So something that I've found through experience that really helps this when you're flying a drone and you're trying to see the display is using a tablet. It's nicer to have that bigger display, but even a regular, like a Samsung type tablet or an iPad, still have the problem where if they get warm or the battery gets low, it still goes pretty darn dim and it's pretty tough to see. It's also nice to be able to have a tablet that's rugged, because I know you would never do this, but sometimes you're fiddling trying to get stuff plugged in and things slip once in a while and you end up bouncing them off the lawn and not even very far, and all of a sudden your screen is broken or the buttons don't work. So having something that's rugged is a big deal as well. Now the device I have right here is one of the few tablets that are made specifically for drones. It's called Huge Rock. This is the X7 model, which is a 7-inch tablet. This thing is really bright, and I'll turn that on here in a minute so you can see that. But for comparison, an iPad has a 600 nits brightness, and I know that's just a number. Now this has 2600 nits, so you're talking 3, 4, 5 times the brightness depending upon what you're doing, and it is bright. Now it's also ruggedized, meaning that it's shake-proof, drop-proof, waterproof, and dust-proof. Now I did take this out for some flights, and most recently I took it out on the Sea Faith Mini, and I used a mount that I had to go onto those drones. And this one works on some of the older type drones, and depending upon the model of drone, it fits in where a phone would fit. So this works just fine for that. You have to be a little ingenious sometimes to make sure it's tight so it's not wobbly. But it also comes with a mount that's much more substantial. Cost about $69, I think, but that does fit on most of the current DJI models then as well. I did find when I took it out, it was really nice to use. It was very responsive when I was touching to trying to choose different items. I didn't have any of the normal problems like thing going dim after a while and making it tough. And actually I turned the brightness down a little bit and it was a sunny day. It was very easy to see. I had no problems whatsoever. And having it that's that little bit larger, that 7-inch, seemed to be a pretty good size. Now I know you could probably use a 10-inch tablet. I think that might get a little big to kind of hang on to is the problem. The 7-inch seemed to be pretty good to give me the brightness and the size that I needed to work. So this is what the tablet looks like now, and you can see it's got some real nice design on it. It's got the white and black, and the black here kind of has some plastic on it. And you can see that this actually came on and how bright this thing is. It's really bright. You can see the drone flying in there. And that point that it's a regular Android tablet is nice as well, because I like things that are multi-purpose. If I told my wife that, boy, I just bought a fancy ruggedized tablet and I'm just going to use it for when I fly drones once in a while, she'd probably test out how rugged it is on the side of my head. If I tell my wife, hey honey, I just bought you a new tablet, a super bright tablet, because I know how hard that dim is on your eyes when you're trying to play your Candy Crush in the evenings. This one not only has the bright screen, but it's rugged, so if you drop it, it won't break. It has 7 hours of battery life, 8 gig of RAM, 128 gig of internal memory, an 8 megapixel and a 13 megapixel front and rear camera. Has network capability, Bluetooth, GPS built in. You can add a SIM card to it, so you can even do a 4G cell call if you want. And you know, if you don't mind, I'd like to borrow it once in a while when I'm flying a drone in bright sunlight, because I think it would probably work okay for that as well. I think that would probably go over a little bit better. Now, a nice thing as well is it's not very heavy, again, because it's just a little bit smaller. Even though it's rugged, it does come in at about a pound. Now, this is a USB-C connection here, so you can connect that to your drone, or that's when the charging point as well. So that is nice that it's a USB-C. And also there are quarter 20 holes here as well. Now, they're used for the tablet mount so that you can connect it. It kind of grips all the way around, which is very nice and sturdy. But it also can be used for a camera mount. So just a little bit about Huge Rock then as well. They've been around since 2011, so about 12 years or so now. And the X7 here is a newly released product, so it's being released worldwide. So you guys are some of the first that are going to be able to get access to this, which is pretty cool, this X7. And it does have a 1-year warranty. And before I forget, if you're enjoying this video or learned something you didn't know before, take a second and click that like button. It really does help us small creators out. So let's address the elephant in the room, and that is that. So for those of you who stick around to the end of the video, Remind you that I do put a lot of products on my Gear Focus channel, especially like this time of the year. And you'll be able to get some of these products that I review and only have a 1 or 2 time use on them. Maybe you'll find something that you've been looking for a while and it's at a really good price. So again, you have first dibs at it. You hear it here first, and then I'll start announcing it. So if there's something you're looking for, you might want to go check, see if there's a good deal to be had. So let's address the elephant in the room. And that is that I've seen creators talk about drone tablets, and I always thought they were a great idea. It looks like they're professional a lot and do a good job. I'd kick myself in the butt if I went and spent $1,000 on a screen for casual drone use. A lot of the drones that I fly are not even that much. Putting a tablet mount on it like that for $1,000 is just probably not really in the realm of reality. Now that's where this is kind of cool, because right now this release was at $499. You can get it for $469 with the Alien Drones discount, which is more reasonable, again, if you consider that this can be used as a tablet, not just for your drone as well. Coming in the package, base package like that, it's pretty meager in that it comes with the tablet itself, comes with a cable to charge it, comes with the little manual, and then comes with an additional cable, which is kind of nice, which is a USB-C cable, which is for connecting 2 drones. So it gives you that cable as well, which if you're going to go buy that somewhere, it's probably going to cost you $10 for that cable. So I received this different tablet mount after that flight, and this is really a nice mount. It really is. It has so many different pieces here, and it's so well made into these little mounts like this. You've got this little mount that slips down here. This mount, which is nice. It's very nicely done. It's a really engineered product, obviously. This simply screws into this hole here. So this portion will go on the pedestal itself. And then you can adjust the tablet mount by using this in any direction that you want. So this is really a good quality mount that they've done here. So at first glance, the $69 seems to be a lot. But when you look at all the parts you get and the quality that this is and the adjustability, and that you can use this on multiple drones, this is really a good mount. They've done a nice job with it. Now, if you don't have a drone that has a wired connection, though a lot of them do, and you need to connect to Wi-Fi. Of course, this has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that stuff. So turning on the Wi-Fi and connecting and getting your FPV through the Wi-Fi should be just fine with this as well. And these are available multiple places right now, again, because it's a worldwide release. It's available on AliExpress, on Shopify, and Amazon. And I'll put links down below in the description so that you can go find those. And of course, I did do some drone reviews, and I'm working on more right now. It is a season. And I'll make sure I put those videos up here so you can go look at those. And some of those I use this tablet in, so you can get some more information if you're interested in that. So with that, we'll see you in those videos soon. And until then, good flying.